Welcome to the Twins Alive studio. I am twin Patsy Sylvester, and with me are,
I am Twin Peter Ejindo.
I am Tim Emmanuel Uba.
and we all watching us from the Twins Alive Foundation studio, Uyo Akwai Ibom State. Well, we have here the past ambassadors, and we call them the Odogwu twins. For those of you who've never known their real names, you know it today. Now, Twin Peter, you've done so much.
Thank
And
you.
the Twins Alive Foundation cannot thank you enough. But well, we want to know, when you were conceiving ideas about your project, how did it come to you?
Well, I'll tell you, it wasn't easy. When after the contest and we were pronounced winners, we went back. We were thinking, how do we start? What do we do? How do we even go about it? The thought of even raising fund was not there because if you have to bring the idea first before you're thinking about the cost, then at some point we were thinking something very heavy. Then on second thought, we know that it's not about looking for something heavy to do at once. It's about looking for those minor things, then doing it over and over again. Because we wanted to reach a large range of people and affect their life. Then that's when the ideas started coming. Then with me and my brother, we started asking little questions. Okay, how do we do it? What did the other people did that was outstanding? And that's how we get to the root of what we've done so far.
Wow. I had to ask that question to Emmanuel because before people come to places like that, the platform of representing a foundation, they would have conceived ideas on what to
Definitely.
make of it or something. So I want to ask, is it that both of you sat down and thought about something to do, or one just sleeps, wakes up, or sits down and thinks about an idea, and the minute you lay it on the table, the other person accepts? Or are there times you bring up an idea and you disagree and agree to agree at the end of the day?
Thank you very much for that wonderful question. Thank you, our audience out there listening to us. I will say, an Englishman said, 1,000 steps start with 1,000 miles. If you have to cover 1,000 miles, you have to start with a single step.
Yeah, exactly.
So when we were pronounced winners of the ambassadors, and we first of all sat down to know what is the work of an ambassador, because you have to know your work before you know how to carry out the work. So, many a times people used to think that we are telepathic. That is, we think alike, we do alike. There are some days my brother will be where he is and just think of an idea, and I will be where I am, think of the same idea. Probably you'll be the one, you are chatting with both of us. I will tell you the same thing, and you'll be, wow, your brother just told me the same thing.
Exactly.
So that's how we have been carrying out. To conceive idea was not difficult because the same time, the same minute I think about it, it's already ringing maybe later, sooner or later with my brother. So anytime, and we are open to advise ourselves, to suggestion, and we give little space to controversy. We may disagree, then after everything to agree. And that's the beauty of our inventions.
Wow, that's exactly
That reminds me something, that part you say we disagree sometimes to agree. A lot of times my brother will just say something. I may dislike that idea at that time, but I'll just tell myself I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. No matter how vexed I am, no matter how angry I am at that decision, I'll just give it a time. I see myself doing it. I will have to follow up, and that's it. And that's how we have been going to this moment.
Wow. And how have you enjoyed the success so far? Because when we're doing your handing over speech, I heard you say something about mentioning the various projects you've carried out and so on. And I'm sure the world all over knows twins are not attached to failure. So how have your success stories affected your lives and the people around you? Is there ever a time you thought of doing something at the end of the day you didn't work out the way you wanted? Is there something you did? How did you maneuver your way to getting it to be successful? How did you go through it? How did you feel? What was it about it that you would always want to remember?
This sometimes this is the part I love talking about. When you do something and within you, you know that you've done that thing very well, and there's always a room for improvements.
Definitely.
You always want to talk about it. You understand? Now over there where we are, we've been able to meet a lot of people, a lot of families that had twins, and that connection, the bond. These people, they have never heard about us. They don't know us from everywhere, anywhere. But the only ID card we have to go in because we come together. We go in with our twin uniform. Once they see us, they don't need to ask, "Are you a twin?" Now they already have a twin at home. They say, "Oh, come and see your people." Once you hear, "Come and see your people," immediately we take action.
And there's this bond that even if you don't know any twin, immediately you see the person, that spirit of a twin will come in play.
Exactly.
So no more struggle.
That struggle is not there. And a lot of these people, they're always calling us. When are you people coming? Your people are trying to see you.
Wow.
And that love encouraged us, and we keep going. Even sometimes, because of the road map, how the place was built, sometimes it's difficult getting across. You wake up, you want to do something, it comes with a lot of challenges, especially when it involves money. Because you cannot have money every day. Money is something, the qualities of money is scarcity. Sometimes we wake up, we really want to do that thing, but then I tell you, we learn how to use our leg in this period. Me and my brother, there's a place we covered. Where will I use here? I will say from here to very end of Waneba Road. We covered it with left because we want to get to somebody there that had a twin. And we were fulfilled that we did that.
Wow, that's good to hear. And I'm sure most of you are listening and wondering what they mean by from where we are or something. They've been operating from Cameroon. They've been operating from Cameroon for Twins Alive Foundation, and they've been able to build a body for twins there in Cameroon. And they can speak a little bit of lingua franca. And I'm going to tell them, I'm going to let them because I'm sure we have viewers at home who are from around that area. So I'm going to ask them to speak back for you people to hear, for those listening and do not understand, because I'm sure there are people back in Cameroon who will be watching them right now. Could you tell us where you people were operating from in Cameroon, and then try in between to speak a little bit of it for your viewers from Cameroon to listen, and I'm sure they'll be happy to hear that.
Thank you, viewers from the friend zone, the Francophones of Africa. We love you all. These twins words and everything that concerns twins, whether you understand our language or not, we try to learn that language. There's another thing that say if you go to Rome, you would be like Romans, so that you'll be able to capture the Romans. So when we found ourselves in Cameroon, first thing we do is to learn their language, try to know a little bit of their culture. And number one secret they will allow you to interfere in their affairs is when you know how to interact with them, both psychologically and maturely. So yes, that's why we were able to, as if we conquer, if I can use that word, conquer the territory. So there are places my brother will be speaking English. Since I am conversant with foreign language, I can write and can read. I can even teach it. So that's all. I can just go meet the children. Are you having difficulties in this? They will bring it there without interacting. The parent will be like, "Oh, please, I would like you to come around." From there, we'll penetrate and introduce twin stuff. Say, do you know that we have Twin Solar Foundation? Say, wow. So for our viewers that speak bonsoir à tout le monde. Nous sommes de Odogwu Twins qui parlent depuis Akwa Ibom avec Twins Alive Studio, et nous sommes vraiment contents d'être ici. Comme vous voyez là, nous venons de terminer avec 2024, la conversion de 2024. C'était merveilleux. Que Dieu vous bénisse, j'espère, l'année prochaine que vous y serez. Ciao. There's something about when you learn about somebody's culture, it gives you confidence to really meet them. You understand? Language is something that is communication, and people allow you to come to them if you can understand them. And if you don't understand anybody with their language, it will be difficult for you to relate with them. It's like when we travel to Lagos. So my brother have mastery of Yoruba language. So anytime we are in that west side, my brother will take over speaking Yoruba. So, when you speak somewhere like that, the person will welcome you without even knowing
They will bring you. They will bring you
That's
closer.
how we try to share the job.
Drop your banner.
Yoruba.
Well, I'm just going to greet us in Yoruba to all my Yoruba viewers that are there. Ẹ káalẹ́ o, ẹ kú iṣẹ́, ẹ kú ọdún, ẹ kú gbádùn. Ṣá wa okay, ṣá ara wa okay. Ọlọ́run ẹ mà ṣe o, ẹ ṣé gan-an.
You see an opportunity for people being an ambassador and being able to interact with every type of person from different parts of the world.
I'm telling
And
you.
I needed to get us to a point where we start talking about the different projects you have done. They've been massive, they've been much. We're just going to mention a few that really touched your heart and a few that really touched the lives of the twins and the people over there. No, let me start with the talking. Let me start with So mention one project that really touched your heart. Maybe because of the success, maybe because somewhere along the line you felt you couldn't do more, but then somehow you were able to cover much more than you expected.
Oh, well, I will just start or say the list, which is the one we just currently handled. And it made me to 2024, just this November of this year, 2024, it made me to shed tears beyond all the other projects that we've handled so far, that we start mentioning them. Maybe this studio will not be, there will not be enough time for us to say them. So I met, on my way to school, I met a woman that gave birth to newly born babies, about 3 weeks or 1 month babies. So in Abia State, precisely in Aba. So as I was passing, I saw her by the roadside. Many people were passing, so the thing caught my attention. I went to her and said, "Good afternoon, ma. Are they twins?" She said, "Yes, they are twins." I said, "Okay, sorry, I'm a twin too. That's why that was what got my interest." So in order to pick her interest, even in the Bible, the man at the beautiful gate was expecting gifts. So since I know she have to expect something, I have to move money from my pocket and give to her. And when people saw it, people started giving her money. I said, "Okay, I'm a twin and I'm an ambassador of twin. We are against what you are doing, but there's a way I can play a little role to help you. So give me your name, give me your address." She said, "Give me your number." She said, "I don't have phone. I don't know how, but I have a SIM card." So after giving her money, I say, "Okay, I will know what to do. I'll have to locate your place." But I moved, something in me told me, no, I have to get back to this woman. If I happen not to see this woman here again, there will be a big problem. So I just hit the street, enter one shop where they sell phone. I pick a phone, gave it to her. She was shocked, like, "You don't even know me. So why are you doing this?" The man at the shop called me and said, "Why are you doing this? Is there anything that you are gaining?" I said, "No, our work is to help humanity." Understand? So the woman was overwhelmed with joy. He said, "I'm not doing it because I want to beg with them. Actually, my husband threw me out of the house because I gave birth to twins."
Yeah, exactly.
You see, and numerous women are suffering from this. There are a lot of people, and we have a work to do, we that are twins. There are a lot of places in this our Nigeria and beyond, little communities that we have to penetrate, because some people are still suffering because they don't still like twins. It will amaze you to know that even after our mother, Mama Mary Slezo, have done a great work, some people still don't accept the work she has done.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And Tini, briefly, you just go through maybe 3 to 4 of the projects you have done, and we already know your strength and what you have done so far. And like your brother has said,
Exactly.
we all know Rome was not built in a day.
Yeah.
We have started and the journey will never stop. Just mention a few of the projects and do a little elaboration, and let the viewers at home hear, because they've heard just one. We know how much you have done and what you have done. They just want to hear a
Let's give
little
the
bit
headlines.
more.
Well, because of our time, I'll just tell you, we now have Twins Alive Cameroon, which is very paramount to us.
Beautiful.
So that's all we can say now. So I want to say thank you for that wonderful opportunity Twins Alive gave us to be able to enrich a lot of families.
Okay, and I need you guys to know the journey has not stopped.
Exactly.
It's going to get better and greater. And with God on your side, the work you have started so far will definitely end meritoriously. God bless you for keeping Twins Alive Foundation alive.
Thank you
And
very much.
it doesn't stop here.
Yeah.
Of
We're
course.
behind you all the way.
We are
Thank
planning a
you.
lot of things ahead.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I
Thank
wish
you
we could
so
stay
much.
longer there.
We'll make our time to
But
come
that
again.
is, we need to stop here.
Thank
Thank you very much
you.
for watching us. And
Goodbye, viewers.
yeah,
We promise you we'll be back with greater achievements.
Exactly. Thank you for having us. We love you all.
We love you. Nous t'aimons. Nous vous aimons.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
how okay ambassadors emeritus, because that's the name you're wearing right now. I actually have a surprise backstage for you.
Oh, that's great.
Wow. The immediate,
surprises.
the immediate sworn in, newly tear rubber ambassadors of Twins Alive are backstage. Wow.
Oh, that's great.
I'm sure you didn't know that.
No.
So then,
Think about it.
yeah.
Wow.
Happy to see you.
The emeritus as they call them.
People follow our footsteps. Unless we light the head and wear the crown. I have been watching the
I am not.
They have a very good spirit. We help for them. Thank you. Have a great time.
Thank you.
Very much.
Thank you very much.
All right. Bye. Cheers for that time.
Thank you.
Wow. We're happy to have you here. The Chi twins, that's what we know them as. And that they're going to tell us their real names, because a lot of things sit down and wonder. This one has this, the Synergy twins, who were the first ambassadors. You had the Odogwu twins, who just finished. And then we have the Chi square. What are your real names? People at home want to know.
Okay, thank you very much for this. Thank you very much once again for having us here in the studio. I'm by name Chidebere,
And then,
and also my name is Chinedu.
and there's a way with the twins address themselves. Twin Chidebere and twin
Chinedu.
Chinedu. Where are you based?
Yeah, we're based in Abuja, the capital city of this Nigeria. Abuja. When I mean Abuja, Abuja.
And first as ambassadors, I'm sure a lot of things have been asking when they're made ambassadors. Is it that they don't have jobs to do? What do they do? How do they go about it and so on? Can you tell Abiel at home what you do for a living?
Yeah, our names are Square Twins, and we have a brand called Square Legal Accessories. So we have this brand being established for years, and we're working on it. And we are here today by God's grace and willing to take it to a better place. And
And then Chidebere and
Chinedu.
I want to ask a question.
Okay.
First trial, second trial. Like the saying goes, if you try, you don't succeed, what?
Try again.
Try again. And you finally succeeded this time around. Were people glad to see that you succeeded this time around? And I want to ask you, you have had time, unlike the others, to sit down and assess yourself and what about the things you can do for Twins and Life Foundation. So, what's the first thing you're going to do as an ambassador representing the brand?
Thank you very much for this question. Well, my twin and I, we've planned and we've come in conclusion, and also we promise ourselves to walk from where the outgoing ambassadors they stopped. Like he said earlier on, they've laid the foundation, and the work will be much easier for us to continue. We our own self will make sure we come in with ideas in promoting Twin Alive and taking Twin Alive to a greater height. Number one, I'm not going to say we're going to go into ending the streets, begging and all of it, but we are going to come out with a new style. Like we are going to come out with a new idea, because the uniqueness is you bringing out your own idea and working on it. Like one of the ideas we've talked on is this: we're going to go to schools, educate them more about Marisa Leso and her good works. Make sure we spread the love, and if there's any way we could carry out any project, we will do it for the same love she showed to us.
Wow.
Thank you.
And Twinny, I know that we twins always agree. God has blessed us with this attitude that we think alike,
Sure, we'll do.
we reason alike most times. Twin A could be in the north, twin B could be in the south. But when you ask them a question, they give the same answers at the same time. And then you, on the other hand, we both support ourselves. And then, do you support the idea of brother and you or you people thought about it together?
Yeah, we thought about it together, and like you said, most times we agree to disagree, and we also disagree to agree. So most times he do the thinking, and I do the acceptance, and I most times I also do the thinking, you also do the acceptance. So most times the idea comes from both party, and when we sit down to put through, and maybe check it out, if it's good to go, then it's good to go.
Oh, from your predecessors, I'm sure everybody in the Change Life Foundation appreciates their efforts and so on. I want to pick on one of their projects and speak about it, how it has touched you, so much so that when you want to start your own, you're going to do something like that. Just speak on one of the projects they have done. Before they left here, they told me, let me just give you a little bit of what has touched me about what they did. They said, one of them said he went to a public place and saw a woman carrying babies and babies, newborn babies, and he was touched. In our hearts, like twins, that's what we give out to the society. But he went a step further, got to do somewhere, got the woman something the woman never expected. What do we have to say about such an action?
Wow, all I have to say is this: their attitude is worth emulation.
Oh,
One good thing I love about my predecessors are is that they have this heart of gold. Like they sacrifice, they go beyond their expectations just to make sure the twin community is comfortable. And I really love and envy that actions from them. And I'm also promising them that we're going to take off from where they stopped. Yeah.
mm.
She Square Twin is going to take off from that place.
And let me tell you, they did not say you should start from where they stopped. They said you should do better than what they have done because they are going to support in it. So, Twinny,
Um,
what's the very first thing you mind to do for Twin Life Foundation?
like I said earlier on, we are out in taking Tuna Life Foundation to a greater height. We have our own agendas and other projects we are going to carry out. I believe it's better we keep it secret.
Yeah.
Yes, it's still cooking.
Oh.
Yeah, it's still in the fire cooking. So let the world just wait for the explosion.
And I hope when it comes out gone, we'll not have to eat it.
No, it's going to be a mega bomb.
Well, okay. And viewers back at home had we most of us here who witnessed the convention and the handing over to you people were really, really, really excited when you came down here, because we know when you set out to get to become ambassadors, you pick out, you do the necessary processes you're supposed to do. What were your expectations? Did you think you were going to come back here to win, or did you think it was going to be like before that you came and left and then some other people took over?
Okay, thank you for this question. The truth is this: both of us came with the mindset of winning,
Wow.
because the first time was unexpectedly. We never expected to lose. The second time we lost it for the Odogwu, and this third time, this what our local Nigeria call gridai. We have this mindset that it's either do or die after. And,
yes.
we are so grateful that grace and luck shine on us. So I'm happy when they called Chisque ambassador. It gladdens my heart, and I know there are much tasks ahead of us, and hopefully by God's grace and strength on our side, we'll pull through and make a good impact to the society.
Oh, Anthony, I want to ask you one or two words for the people on the streets. Not majorly twins alone, the people out there. We find out a lot of people send their children out to beg, especially in the Yoruba land. They send twins out to beg, and even around the east, and it's happening everywhere around Nigeria now. They think, or maybe people know that with the twins, they're able to catch an eye. They're able to get favors from people because it's one unique thing to walk around and see two faces looking the same, even if they're fraternal. There's this spirit around them that makes you know that they're brothers or sisters. What message do you have for those people out there?
Okay, thank you very much. Well, for me, the message I have for them is wherever you are listening to us and you are involved in this art, stop it. It's not a good one. Yes, it's not a good one because the mindset of you coming out with this is you believe the people out there will always want to support because they see two face or they see the same people. Yes, it works in a different way. Like my twin and I, in our own business, a lot of persons who always want to patronize the brand because of these guys are twins, these guys look alike, they do things the same way, and we see that as an advantage to it. But in the outside world, or let me use this word, negative side, using twins for begging and other things is not a good one because we outside there, you're giving us a black image. Permit me to use that word, negative image, and we are out to stop that. If we should see that, believe you me, we will stop it. Let Chi Square not see you, because if we should see you, it's going to be a problem for you. So if you are nurturing such acts or emotion in hearts, please, I'm begging you, viewers from Nigeria, wherever you're watching from, I'm begging you in the name of whatsoever you hold in high esteem, just scatter such decision, please and please.
Listening to that, you know, these ambassadors are in very serious business. You even had to go down there, make we no see you. Carry our pikin dey beg for
You know we are Nigerians, so we have to play the vernaculars.
yeah, so that you out there will understand.
Yeah.
And Twinny,
Ma'am?
he said something about he just gave a message, not a warning, a message out to the public that you should not use us to beg. You should use us to bless because twins are created to bless. On your part, what message do you have for our fellow twins out there? You know, some people just look at us and feel, oh, people know definitely that we're blessed. It so happens that most times I walk into a place with my sister, and you would know when you walk into that shop because most times we are directed there through God. Definitely, we know that. By the time we stand there and leave, if it's a place nobody entered for the whole day, you see people flocking into the place and buying it. There was a woman practice that used to see us on my mother's side and would tell us, Trini, sisters, please come and buy today so that people will come to my shop. Or don't go, please sit down so that because when you sit down here, people come to my shop. And I was shocked. She actually called me on the phone and told me, when are you people coming? What message do you have for the twins?
Okay.
Our own kind out there for the people, for the public, because there are some of them that are withdrawn and think, oh, because of the way things are, let's just go on and just tell them something.
Okay, thank you very much, viewers and twins and multiple all over the world. All I have to say for you watching me is this: good morals produces God's blessing. If you must go far in life, inculcate good morals. It doesn't matter where you are, but once you have these good morals in you, whatsoever you're doing, like the saying goes, anything that is worth doing is worth doing well. So I'll urge you, incubate these good morals in you, inculcate it in you, and pray to God. And I believe and I know God is going to make your path to be straight and blessings.
Wow. Coming from both of you, we are confident in the Twins Alive Foundation that this is going to be a very, very interesting event. Viewers at home, you've heard all what our new ambassadors, tier of ambassadors have said today. And I'm not going, I don't doubt their efforts. And with the support of Outgoing and the Twins Alive Foundation, I am sure they're going to go far. And all we need from you out there is support these ones. They are starting something. We'll help them to get somewhere. And with them in Twins Alive Foundation, we are going to have a roller coaster ride. We are going to have a new face for Twins Alive Foundation. And the journey has only just begun. Thank you for staying with us. Watch out for our twin ambassadors, the T Square 2025. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you once again for staying with us. Thank you, ambassadors, for giving us your time.
And thank you so much for having us around.
Thank you very much. And I am Patty Sylvester from Twins Alive Foundation Studio. You, Akwa Ibom State saying, Thank you very much for taking out time to watch it.